Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming to you from summer-like downtown Newport, from high above Bojack's Tobacco Shack in our penthouse cigar lounge studios, it's Tug It with Keith and Rich. BK is on the board and behind the cameras, and that's it tonight.
Tony's in Mexico, right?
He's in Cabo, yep.
Cabo's Mexico?
Yep.
Okay.
Cabo San Lucas.
Huh. I don't know where Cabo is.
It's on the west coast of Mexico in the Pacific, along the Pacific Ocean.
And Cancun's on the west coast, though, right? Or no, is that on the Gulf?
That's on the Gulf, right.
Okay. Well, that's enough of geography.
Yeah. That's about as much as we know.
I don't know. All I know is Mexico, you step off the reservation, you might get killed.
Do you know, we were looking...
Resort.
We were looking at vacations today.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, where would you like to go? And I said, someplace we haven't been before. And I said, aside from Mexico, I said, I don't...
Where do you usually go? You've been there like 4 times now.
The Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And usually it's Punta Cana.
Punta Cana,
yeah. This time we won't go there if we go there.
Yeah.
We'll go to La Romana, which is on the Caribbean side of the island, which is warmer water, clearer water, calmer water.
That's what I want. I want clear, warm water.
Yep.
I hate whenever you go and it's freezing cold.
You need to be somewhere around Bahibe, which is another little town, a fishing town, I think, on that side.
Ooh,
yeah,
fishing.
Bahibe, yeah. But our little vacation package has a resort in La Romana, so we might go there. We were looking at Curacao. We were looking at St. Lucia. We were looking at St. Martin. We were looking at Costa Rica.
St. Martin, that's cool, right, Dad? We've been there a lot of times.
Yes, and so what was the other one you just said?
St. Lucia.
Before that,
Curacao.
Curacao, yeah.
We've been there a few times.
That's one. Is that part of the ABC Islands?
Sure.
Which is right off of Venezuela or
It's
someplace.
the sea.
Aruba. I forget the B name.
Bonaire.
Yeah, Bonaire and Curacao.
Is that French?
I think it is.
Sounds like it.
Bonaire.
French words are, I think they're ugly. You made it just sound nice.
Bonaire?
Yeah, I bet you they go, Bonaire.
Yeah, for sure.
Bonaire.
It's that
They go, ugh.
it's that self-entitled, I'm better than you, Bonaire.
Bonaire. So the French own a lot of those islands then, or what? They're owned by the Queen, right?
I don't know.
Because all the money always has the Queen on it or something. But I don't know what Queen she is.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's England.
Yeah, I think it's British.
British.
Is it? Huh.
Yeah, British.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, Royal Islands. Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll go with that.
They own the cruise ship too. I don't know. Well, last week I was up at Potter County. We took the camper up, and I bought that moped off my parents. So we took that moped along, and we put 50 mountain miles on the moped, and we were camping.
All you can do there.
Oh my God, we were camping at the top of this mountain. So we get on the moped and we start heading down the mountain. And it just keeps going down and down and down and down and down. And I have Dina's ass on the back of this 150 moped. And I'm thinking, holy fuck, we might not make it back up this fucking hill. I might have to drop her off and see if it will
Come
just
back
take
with the
me.
truck.
Yeah, just take me up. I was real worried and it made it. It did. It bogged down to like 20 miles an hour, and it just beep.
So long as you can hold it at 20.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. It was real fun. That fucking moped's great. Yeah, so we put 50 miles on that today. And today I cruised around town with it with Tawny, my 5-year-old. She turns 6 tomorrow. And she fucking loves the moped. She doesn't want to ride the motorcycle, really.
You have her with a helmet?
Yeah, she has a helmet on, a little moped helmet.
Yeah.
But that thing is fun. And I built that shed. I don't think I talked about that at all here.
You haven't talked about your shed.
Okay. So I bought I think it's an 8 by 12 or 14. What is it, Dad? You think 14? I think it's 14.
It's definitely wider than 8, though.
Oh, it's a 10 by 14.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's about right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's this big. It's 10.
In man measure.
Yeah. So the shed on the backside of my garage, touching the neighbor's property, pretty much on my neighbor's property. I built it, and
When you see the surveyor out there, you'll know.
oh, it's close. It's on the line, and but they seem cool. So, anyways, I built this shed, and my daughters are like, "We gotta sleep in it. We gotta sleep in it." So I put the fucking air mattress in there, and a wire spool. And put a TV in there and everything. And then it was cold that night, so I put a little propane heater in there. It was awesome. We slept on the air mattress, watched Ninja Turtles. And then the next night, I slept in there by myself. And then last night, I slept in there by myself. And then I tore down the air mattress. I was like, okay, I can't be a shed person forever.
Dina might start to wonder.
She doesn't want me out there. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm not sleeping good. You're in the shed. I'm on blah, blah, blah. I was like, I slept so fucking good. It was so cold. No one was snoring and kicking me and taking all the blankets. It's great. So I was like, why don't we just get a shed for you too? And we'll both have our own sheds.
You can have a she shed.
Yeah.
A he shed and a she shed.
It's fucking nice. Sleep in there. It's comfortable. Nice and cold. Yeah. So that, and you need a shed.
I do not need a shed. I don't know where the hell I'd put it. I know you told me where to put it.
I can't yeah, I told you where.
Yeah.
I never told you where to put it. Okay. So up there in Potter County, that was fucking awesome. My God. Like Pennsylvania, from here to there, it's like a whole different world.
Uh-huh.
It's just mountains and mountains and mountains. And everywhere we went, there was fucking water. And there was mountains. Like we go way, way up this mountain, and right next to the road, say you're 2,000 feet up, and there's still a stream just running like you're down at sea level. It comes up out of somehow this water goes in the center of the mountain and then goes the whole way up and then comes
so
out.
It's got like a spring or something?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's everywhere. There's fucking water's just rolling so fast down off the mountain. It doesn't make any sense. You think the water would just come out at the bottom of the mountain and start the creek down there.
Well, you know, if it rains, it's going to run down, but we haven't had any rain to speak of in the last several days.
I know, but
Or
still,
week,
why
even.
does it go up the center the whole way and then
I
just pushes out the top?
Find a geologist, he'll tell you, or she.
Fucking weird. Well, you're supposed to be the smart one here, Rich. What do you know? What do you know?
Nothing about geology.
What do you know?
Don't know much about... Never mind.
We're singing.
Yeah.
And then we decided, we were like, all right, let's go trout fishing tomorrow. So I looked it up and I was like, oh shit, they're stocking this stream tomorrow. And it was like a big stream. Nothing like we have down here. Our streams are, you can almost piss to the other side of the stream.
Even like yellow breeches, you can.
Well, those are bigger than what we have up here, I mean.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't know. It was pretty fucking wide. I could cast as hard as I can and can't make it across. So anyways, they stocked it and we went, me and Dina's in our waders and shit, and she caught one pretty quick and I was like, fuck. Now I gotta start trying. Well, the first like 3 casts, she was in a fucking tree. So I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I got time here. And she finally gets out of the tree. She catches a fish right away. And then so I was like, okay, I got to try hard. And then I caught one and it was bigger. It was a lot bigger. So I was like, yes, I'm the man. And then this fucking storm rolls in and it was gale force fucking winds to our back, just going fucking rain coming down on us. And then I'm still fishing, you know, I have my hood up, my rain jacket, and I was like, bam, bam, ow, fuck. And hail start falling down, hit me in the hand. It was stinging.
You're in some elevation, aren't you?
My God. And then we get out of there. We fish through the hailstorm, fish through the rainstorm, maybe 2 or 3 rainstorms. And then we left. As soon as we get in the truck, the sun comes out. It's beautiful.
Nice.
I was like, son of a bitch. But we got 2 trout to eat, so we ate them. Actually, we took them.
Yeah, you took some over to us.
Yeah, over to your
Nice.
house. Yeah.
Had a piece. It was really good.
Dina's birthday, I was like, all right, what do you want to do? So the whole trip was for her birthday. Mm-hmm. But she was like, on her actual birthday, we just drove home 3 hours. And we did stop at some restaurants. We stopped at 2 different places and ate and had a beer and stuff. So.
Sure.
But then she's like, let's just go down. Well, what's Rich and Anita doing? I was like, I don't know. And she said, well, Anita's gone. So Rich, is he with her? I was like, I don't know what he's fucking doing. And she's like, oh, he's probably just sitting down there. And I was like, okay. She's like, let's just go down there.
We were happy with it.
I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do on your birthday.
It's a fine fee because when you texted me, I'm opening up the refrigerator and saying, what do I eat for dinner? I know Anita's not going to be hungry. I'm sure they're going to have something to eat.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay, leftovers this, leftovers that.
And I come down and make a fucking feast.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Fucking potatoes.
And anytime
Fish.
you come down to cook, I just kind of sit back and watch.
I fucking cooked for 3 hours.
It was a long
I
time.
know. Holy hell, I didn't know it was so long there. Yeah, we saw rough grouse. We saw some wild elk. We caught the trout. That was cool. Went to the lumber museum. That was cool. There's a museum up there also for Elliot Ness. And went over there, checked it out, and it was closed. And I'm looking in the windows at everything, and there's a number on there. It's like open by appointment. Text to this number.
Shit.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I'm not going to fucking text someone and have them come in and open it up.
2 people?
Yeah. And then like them just follow us around. And it was $15 a ticket
Yeah.
too. I was like, I could see the whole museum through the window. That's, I don't know, kind of cool. I would like to see it, but I don't want a private tour like that. If it was open, I would have walked in.
If there were 6 of you or a couple of different groups of people.
It was just creepy because it was like text me if you want to see it. And then it's like that person's going to come in and then they're going to walk and talk with me the whole time about each item. You know what I mean? Because it's only him and I. So they lost a customer.
Yeah. $30 down the drain.
But the fucking town is 1 street long. It's so little.
And
There's
the town
nothing
was
there.
what? I forget.
Cottersport, I think.
Cowdersport, right?
Cowdersport?
Yeah. Right.
Well, it was weird. Way out in the middle of nowhere, their gas is 45 cents cheaper a gallon up there.
How do you explain that?
I don't know.
It takes them 3 hours to get there.
Yeah, they must deliver.
With a tanker full of 7,000 gallons of fuel.
Yeah. It's way out. And you think us, because we sell way more gas in our area than they would.
And that you got terminals all over the place around here.
Yeah. I don't understand why it was so much cheaper. It's still Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So
Still paying the same amount of taxes. Gas taxes.
you don't have an answer on that either?
No.
What do you know?
Nothing today,
Don't know why
apparently.
the water comes up. You don't know why the gas is cheaper.
Maybe they have to make it cheaper so that people would buy it.
Well, you have to have fucking gas. It's not a choice.
Well, but there aren't that many people there.
Not that many gas stations either.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
What are your choices?
You could choose. You could charge whatever the fuck you want.
Got to have a Sheetz up there somewhere.
That's where it was.
Oh,
It was
really?
Sheetz, yeah. In Cowdersport, there was a Sheetz.
What was it? A gallon.
I forget, but it was 45 cents cheaper than down here.
So it was like $3.40 something, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But it was diesel. It was diesel cost.
Oh, okay.
But everything was cheaper
Yeah, okay.
because I have diesel. Because I'm a man.
That's right.
Gas. Damn gassers. So we went out on the boat today, and it seems so quiet in here without everyone. Isn't it?
Yep.
Just like it used to be.
Yeah,
Can hold a conversation,
I guess.
or at least you can hold a conversation.
I'm talking. I'm not. Conversation means you have to talk back.
Well, I am. I'm trying, but it's your story.
Go ahead. So we went out on the boat today. Me and my 5-year-old, soon to be 6
Yeah.
tomorrow. So I did some shit because the boat wasn't running at 100%. It was like running 75%.
Why is that?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh.
So I did a fuel filter. I did a water separator filter. And then I found a little fuel leak, real little. And I was like, oh, that gotta be it. You know, like the gas it's not getting 100% of gas. It was just replace this O-ring. And so I haven't tested it since because I've been busy. So I tested it today and still 75%. Not getting the full rumph and shooting up out of the water whenever you floor it. So we drove it up, and we're floating down, and I'm teaching her how to cast, and we were fishing. And then I kept thinking about the motor, though. And so I Googled, mechanics, Mercury mechanics. I found one nearby. And then I was like, that's that same one Maynard went. So I called my neighbor, and he's like, yeah, that's a good guy, blah, blah. So I called this guy, and I said, this is what's going on. Could I bring it in sometime? And he's like, yeah, bring it in today. And I said, all right, well, I'm on the river. I'll head down, and I'll be there in about a half an hour. And then the fucking motor wouldn't start.
So you had to row.
First time ever that the motor failed on me in almost 6 years. Would not start. So I put the trolling motor in, and luckily I was upstream, and I used my trolling motor to go downstream. But the one part, there was like this little cliff, and the rapids are bad there. You know where I'm talking, Dad? Down below the salmon hole?
Yes. Yep.
So I had a trolling motor through that. Mm-hmm. And it was hard because the current's so fast, the back end it was like pushing on the back of the boat as fast as I could go. Plus you have to worry about rocks. So I was in the front holding. If I hit a rock, I would have to pull up the trolling motor quick and probably fall out and fucking die. So we were, the salmon hole, that's where we were kayaking down through there the one time. Mm-hmm. And there was a bunch of us, and bunch of dudes. We were all drinking and everything and carrying on. And these two dudes were fighting and fucking around and splashing each other with their paddles or something. And it was Kevin Lee and Justin.
Yes. And
Kevin Lee ended up smacking Justin with the paddle and gave him a bloody nose on accident.
Perfect. Yeah.
So later, whenever we get to the most dangerous part in the Juniata River, this little cliff where it drops down, Justin comes up behind him because he's the one that got the bloody nose, and he fucking hits Kevin Lee and turns his kayak sideways. And he fucking goes down over this little cliff. It's only like a 2 or 3 foot drop. 2 foot, 2.5.
But a lot of water.
Yeah, it like necks down there.
Yeah.
So it necks down, and it's like super fast current. And
he's going sideways.
He goes down sideways then, and the kayak flips. And I look back, and the kayak's going getting sucked in the in there, and then the kayak shoots out, and then Kevin Lee pops up, and he goes, "Help! Help! Help me! Somebody help me! I'm gonna die!"
He's holding on to a big rock.
Yeah, he's holding on to the cliff, and the water was just coming down over the cliff. In the water was coming down over
his face,
just drowning the fuck out of him. And he's going, he's pulling me under. I'm going to die. Help. Someone to save me. He was crying like a bitch.
Did you tell him that?
Yeah. It's like, you were whining like a little baby. And he was like crying. And I got up there, and he's freaking out. And I was afraid to go in there, because there is an undertow.
Sure, yeah.
And that's what was pulling him under, and that's why he was afraid to let go of that rock. And I get up there, and I could feel that undertow like pulling my kayak towards it's like a low, what do they call that? A low level dam. That's exactly what it acts like, and you get that back turbine shit. And then my dad shot up past me, and you shot right in.
I went right into the rock.
Yeah.
And Kevin Lee crawled on like a turtle.
Yeah. Under the front of the kayak, and my dad backed him out. And then it was like 40 minutes later. He's still shaking. He's just shaking because he was so scared.
Trying to drive us home.
Yeah.
Be thankful it was Kevin Lee and not me, because you would be having a funeral in a couple days.
Yeah, it was funny. I'm gonna die. Help me, I'm drowning.
Well, if he's never experienced that, he probably thought he was going to die.
No, he definitely could have died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have died.
You remember Larry? Larry says, is he just screwing off?
Yeah.
Is he serious?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, he's really serious.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like kind of dying.
And Larry reaches back and puts his life vest on.
That's right. Yeah, he turns around and gets his life jacket. This big orange thing. We get done from rescuing Kevin, and then we turn around, and I see him down there floating with the orange life jacket on. That was funny.
He says, I'm not getting anywhere near that.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him.
That other lady flipped her kayak. Remember Sandy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad spot too.
In the Susquehanna, too.
Yeah, and the same thing. There's like this fucking drop off. And we're coming up on it, and all the kayakers are ahead of me. We slept over on an island, like maybe 12 kayakers or more. And me and my dog were on my flat bottom fishing boat. And I didn't have a motor. I just had a trolling motor, a little battery powered motor.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on it, and my dog's in the front staring, and she's looking at that water. It's rough. It's rapids. And she looks back at me. And then she looks at this water again. She looks back at me. And I said, I know, Nina. Hold on. We're going for it.
It's about a 2-foot drop.
Yeah. And really rapid. And there's actually a pull off on the highway for people just to like picnic next to this beautiful water rapids and falls. And all these people were there looking, and they're looking at me coming straight on with a trolling motor. I fucking hit it. Fucking water coming up into the boat. It was crazy. We made it. But then the one kayaker didn't make it. And I saw her over there flipping and kicking and shit. And I was like, I can't help her. She's going to die. I was like, I cannot get over there with this little trolling motor. But someone saved her.
Yep, someone got her out.
What else do we have? Bodie. Oh, you saved Cliff that time.
Oh, that was horrible.
The creek was so high they had a duct to go underneath the fucking covered bridge.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's normally a 2.5 hour trip, and we did it in 20 minutes.
Yeah. It was flooded.
Yeah.
Really fast.
Of course, you did it a day after a huge rainstorm, probably.
Yeah. The rain stopped like 20 minutes ago, and then they went kayaking. That's fun. You should go kayaking with us, Rich. Well,
It doesn't sound like I want to.
Well, you almost got killed from that creek, and you weren't even kayaking.
No, that was over at Red Rock.
Yeah, Red Rock. Yeah, that's the same creek.
Okay.
Tell
Down there. Yeah.
them what you did.
Well, I was, this was a Liz thing. So Liz was there she just came over with her dog and blah, blah, blah. And she says, let's go over to Red Rock and spend the afternoon. Of course, I was probably a couple beers in by that time. And it's all right, let's go. So we spent some time, and they were jumping off the rock, or there's a rope swing or something that I think, I can't remember.
Yeah, you might just jump off the cliffs.
Yeah,
but yeah, there
something
could
like
be a
that.
rope.
Come on, Rich. No, thanks anyway. So we were getting ready to leave, and we were walking up the cliff there, and my foot just went out from underneath me, and I went ass over teacups down this cliff. And it is almost like a Wile E. Coyote thing.
It's a cliff,
Yeah.
too. It's sharp shale.
Sharp shale rock.
Yeah.
And I was heading down this rock, and I'm going, and I grabbed it was really like a Wile E. Coyote moment, because I grabbed a hold of this limb, and I said,
It broke.
it broke away. And I'm scraping down this rock, and I wound up in the creek, and it was a shallow part. And my glasses flew off. I had my glasses on, and I had a beer in my hand, and I lost my beer glass. And that was the only thing I was worried about, was a souvenir beer glass from somewhere. So we were there. We found my glasses, found the beer glass. But when we get up out of the creek there, they said, turn around. And my back was all torn up from those rocks. And it was...
fucking hurts. That shale.
It did.
That shale is like...
Especially,
nice.
Especially after the air got to it.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's like road rash.
Yeah.
Like you crashed your moped.
And then we went over to the softball fields over there by where the greenhouse was. Is that North Newport or?
Yeah, give them directions.
Yeah.
East Newport.
East Newport, sorry. And I'm out in left field shagging softballs, and I'm saying, shit, I don't really feel like doing this anymore. But honest to God, that was an experience for me. I don't necessarily want to have to repeat it again.
Yeah, you should go kayaking with us.
Yeah.
It's fun. We went another time down that same creek with a different group of dudes. And we get to this lower area it's like belly button a little bit deeper. And we're kind of like walking because it's hot and stuff. We're out of the boats, the kayaks, and we're walking. And Chuck And Chuck was like, yeah, these glasses, they float, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, yeah, watch. And he threw them. He threw them like 8 feet away from him, and they just fucking sunk. And he was like, well, that was fucking stupid. They were like Oakleys, too. They fucking sunk. We searched for fucking ever.
They didn't even attempt to float.
No.
They were like a sinker.
$100 Oakley's just gone.
He's like, that was fucking stupid. I was like, yeah, they did not float. One way to figure it out.
Yeah.
Throw them.
Throw them and see if the advertisement holds.
We left. Now, that's a 2.5 hour float about that time with that height of water. And we left, and we get down there. I don't know. We get like maybe 40 minutes in, and we had like 3 cases of beer. We ran out.
I knew you were going to say that.
So I called my mom, and I was like, go to the beer distributor, get us this case and this case, and go to the covered bridge, go under the covered bridge and hide it up in the steel, up in the pillar. So that's what she did. So whenever we got down there, then we crawled up and got our cases out. Then we go down farther, and there's this awesome spot where this creek comes down, and it comes down a field and then rolls over all these rocks, and it's steep, and then it comes down in. So we're climbing up and sliding down on our ass down over this slimy rock.
Yeah.
And it's like a little water slide. And this dude that was with us, Matt,
Oh, yeah.
he was doing it, and he was really fucking drunk, and he was doing it. Okay. So then we got in our boats and we left and stuff. And then like 2 or 3 days later, Matt's dad called me. He's like, did you hear about Matt's foot? And I was like, no. And he's like, after the kayaking trip, he said his foot hurt. And then we looked and didn't see anything. And then like 2 days later, it puffed all up real big, and he couldn't walk on it. It was like twice as big, puffy. And so we took him to the emergency room or whatever, and they did x-rays. There was a stick that was like 5 inches long that's punctured like right between his big toe and the other toe and went way
Into
down
the foot?
way down in through his foot.
So you couldn't see it?
long ways, and it like snapped off like flush, and they couldn't see it. And he was so drunk he didn't feel it happen.
He was hammered.
Yeah, he was talking to his soon-to-be mother-in-law. He was like, tell that fucking bitch to make us grilled cheese. On the phone. That was Father's Day. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
right.
a good Father's Day. What a trip. Yeah, we got to go kayaking.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Oh, my God, it's fun.
You do want to dress up for a funeral, don't you?
You'll be all right.
Yeah. I'll ask Kevin Lee, see if he'll be all right. See if I'll be all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were in the hot tub, me and Dina, the other night, and we were just talking about, I think I might have been talking about the boat or something. Nevertheless, I said, Jesus Christ, Dina, I said, I don't even know how many fucking motors I own. I said, combustible motors, engines.
Just in different vehicles.
Yeah, vehicles and things.
Things, right.
So we counted them up. How many do you think I own?
17.
Well, let me rattle them off.
Well, no.
Just guess.
I'm going to say 10.
It's 18.
Woohoo!
18 fucking... No,
Oh, they're your lawnmowers. Okay.
lawnmowers,
Trimmers.
I have a backpack blower. I have a fucking ice auger. I don't know. What else do I have? 2 boat motors.
Generators.
Oh, fuck. I didn't count the generators. Mm-hmm. That's right.
How many generators? 2?
3.
All right.
3.
So it makes it 21.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 21 fucking engines. Jesus. And the moped, the motorcycle, a sports car. Jesus.
I was going to say, you got 4 or 5 vehicles up there.
Yeah, I got a lot of cars. Shit. You know, so Matt, I think I mentioned that. I don't know. My old girlfriend worked at the casino.
Which old girlfriend? Never mind.
Well, it don't matter.
No,
but
it doesn't.
Hannah.
Yeah.
And her car got broken into. Mm-hmm. Wait, I did tell this about the license.
Yes.
Okay, Matt was or not Matt.
Ben.
Matt's dad, Ben, Was the mailman, yeah. But anyways, whenever they brought him in for questioning because someone stole the gun out of her car, and then Ben found the license. Ben called me, so Ben and I were number one suspects because we had the fucking license. Well, why? We would just throw it the fuck away if we stole the gun and the purse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they never called me. The cops never called me at all. But Ben, they said, can you come down for questioning? And they're in there, and he called me right afterwards, and he was like, Keith, they brought me into this fucking like questioning room, and on the table they had all your information and all my information for every registration, for all the cars that we own and everything, and all this stuff, and they had everything. And he's like, well, you and Mr. Latchford own a lot of vehicles. Why is that? And Ben says, I don't know. I guess we like cars. and then they say, well, Ben, you've bought 3 guns this month. Why is that? What's that about? And Ben's like, I like guns. I don't know. They're all legal. You know about them.
I'm equipping an army.
And he's telling me all this stuff, and I said, Ben, don't worry. As long as you don't talk, they'll never fucking figure it out. I said they don't have nothing on us. And he says, don't you say that. They could be fucking listening. I said, they ain't got fucking wiretaps on us.
Well, they might. Who knows?
Oh, fuck them. We didn't do it. And then they got footage later. It was 3 black guys in a white car. And then the problem was the white car was a white Avalon, and they knew that my parents owned a white Avalon.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. And then they showed Ben this video, and Ben's like, well, that's black guys. You can see that's black guys. Fucking idiots.
Oh. Did they have the video and just wanted to just
I don't know.
fluff you guys up or what?
I don't know. I guess it was their only lead was us because that's it. So I guess they had to do their duty and
in case you knew those people.
kind of, I don't know, kind of rough the feathers to see if Ben would fold or something, you know.
I did it.
Yeah, yeah. But what I'd like to know and what I don't get, there's a whole parking lot full of fucking cars. These 3 black guys know to drive up to Hannah's car in that parking lot, bust her window, open up her glove box, and steal her Glock out of there.
Someone knew something.
Yeah, I think she's banging some black guys. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I could see her being that girl. Definitely.
No comment on that.
Yeah.
I don't know her that well.
You just look at her. I could show you a picture. Be like, yeah, I can see her with a black boyfriend.
Well, I've seen her. I've seen her enough to know what she looks like.
Yeah. That's why I had enough swagger for her to fool her. Swagger.
Wrong color.
That's what the black guys they got the swagger.
Yeah.
That's what the chicks like. Black chicks dig me. That's why.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just wait. What the fuck was that? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that's probably true because you've proven it enough times.
I guess.
At least twice.
I don't know. I'm not at the liberty to say.
You don't intel.
I'm not at the liberty to say.
Yeah. So I got some interesting fun facts tonight. I don't know where to start exactly.
News?
No, just fun facts.
Okay.
You always carry around a number of $100 bills. That's your stock in trade. Not in your glove compartment.
I got a stack right here.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
And a gun to go with it.
Yeah.
It's in the truck. Actually, I have a full-size 1911 in the truck. I have my AR-15 in the truck. I have my 44 mag in the truck, and then a 410 Judge. That's a cool pistol.
In the truck.
In the truck.
And your Kimber in your bag.
The Kimber's in the truck right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm fucking locked and loaded. And I have like 1,500 rounds in the truck for the AR. Because it was still all from Potter County. Because I was like, well, if there's a gun range up there, maybe we'll go shooting for the day or something. Yeah.
Or a porcupine.
Yeah. Or, China invades or something while I'm
something
away.
like that. Yeah. Richard on vacation, so something bad's going to happen.
You would be screwed because I have all your guns.
I know you do.
Be calling me, Keith, what's the passcode? I can't let you into my safe. Sorry, Rich. What do you got? Interesting facts.
So there's something afoot that the Treasury is going to stop printing $100 bills.
What?
That's
what?
Yes. They're gonna. There's something afoot that they may stop printing $100 bills.
Those fucking cocksuckers.
They stopped printing. They used to be like a $5,000 bill, a $10,000 bill, and a $1,000 bill.
Yeah, my pap had a $1,000 bill before over at the shop. I remember.
And they don't print those anymore. But,
I want one of them.
But they're thinking about stopping printing those. As a matter of fact, the interesting facts I came up upon is 32% of our paper money is $100 bills. And 80% of the dollar value is in hundreds. $100 bills in this country.
I don't know what that means.
Well, in other words, of all the paper money in these United States, a third is $100 bills, not ones and fives.
That's
and 20s.
really weird because that's a lot of hundreds out there somewhere. Where are all those hundreds?
Do they even print 500s anymore? I don't even know that they print those.
No, I haven't seen 500.
Yeah. So there's a lot of $100 bills out there, and 80% of the value of all of our paper money is $100 bills. And they're considering...
Where the fuck are they all?
Well, I'm going to tell you where
because I never see anyone with them besides me.
They're thinking about not printing them because most of that are people who... most people don't carry hundreds except for you. Are in the hand... These hundreds are in the hands of tax evaders...
Yeah.
Corrupt foreign officials. Money launderers.
Foreign officials? I don't think so.
Well...
Yeah. Well, what? Know? Whenever Biden sends it to them.
Yeah. Counterfeiters, drug dealers, and other bad actors, so the article said.
Yeah, so for our safety, we're going to stop doing this, and then we could tax you more.
We're going to have to carry around a bag full of $1 and $5 bills and 20s.
They just want to get rid of the fucking money. That's what...
Yeah, I think that's right.
It definitely is.
They want to go to digital currency.
Yeah.
And as soon as they go to digital currency, they're going to come back and say, oh, Keith wants to buy this Ranger tug for this amount. No, Keith, you can't buy that.
Yeah,
we're not going to allow you to buy that with your digital currency.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I just thought, like, how would you have enough digital currency to pay for this? Because you've only been making $30,000 a year. Yeah. Yeah. How did you afford this?
I don't know. I just found it. No, but that's. I thought you'd be interested in that because I know that you like carrying, and it's convenient.
It's nice,
convenient currency.
Yeah, yeah.
You can carry a lot of money in just a little short stack of bills, and now you're gonna have to carry 20s and 50s.
Oh my God, yeah. You carry around $1,000 of fucking 20s. It's that fucking thick.
Yeah.
Whenever you fold it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that. I want hundreds.
There isn't a money clip made that can hold all that.
I have a grand down there in the bag, and then another like 900 here.
Could I ask you a question?
No.
Why?
No.
Why the fuck?
I don't know.
Do you have?
I don't know. In case I want to buy something.
In the truck right now.
Yeah.
Why would you leave it there?
Because it's full of guns. If someone breaks in there and it's dumb enough, they're gonna be like, "Oh wow, maybe we should steal for this fucking guy." Who breaks into vehicles nowadays?
Well,
no one. If it was laying on the passenger seat,
well, yeah, yes. I get that.
Yeah, but no one knows where it's at, and no one breaks into cars anymore. We're not in New York City. I want to do it if I was in Harrisburg. You know,
there are a couple of females I know who leave their licenses and their passports and their money and their purses in cars unlocked.
Why the fuck would you let your passport?
I don't know, but when I have chided them on that, they say, it's Newport and nothing happens here. Please.
Well, I want to leave it unlocked, too.
Well, they do.
Because
they have sometimes no idea where their keys are.
No, criminals are opportunists.
Opportunists, yes.
So if they see something and then they try the door, and I've seen that fucking happen. This fucking guy, no, he didn't try my door. That's right. He just looked into the car first.
To see if there's anything worth stealing.
Right. Then he would have tried the handle. If there was a stack of hundreds there, he would have tried the handle. And then if it was locked,
He would have busted it.
he probably, he would have busted
Window's
it.
easy.
Yeah, yeah. But then the alarm would have went off, and I would have came out and shot him.
Grab the hundreds and run.
Can't outrun a fucking bullet.
Well, if you can get there fast enough.
Shoot him right in the back. There was this dude that I worked with that shot the dude in the back that ran out of his house. This dude broke into his house and was trying to steal stuff. He chased him out and he fucking shot him in the back with a shotgun.
So legally, I wonder how that works.
He got away with it. Yeah.
Because usually, if you shoot someone in the back, you're kind of liable for that, especially outside the house.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, and he said, the state trooper told me, next time you shoot someone, drag them back into the house.
Yeah. I shot him in the back as he was trying to exit the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was heard.
He got away with it.
If he gets outside, drag him back in.
Yeah, and always try to kill him.
Yeah, dead men tell no tales.
Yep.
Did that guy die?
Yeah,
No.
Shotgun, no.
No, it was pepper shot. It was fucking bird shot. Ouch.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
That would sting a little.
Oh my God. It all would just go underneath your skin to the point where you couldn't pull it out
Yep.
easily. Yeah.
Some doctor with a pair of tweezers is going to have to do that.
Yeah, like kind of like pimpling, popping, and then the tweezers and each one. Oh my God, that's a lot of
How
holes
many
in your
pellets are in a shotgun shell?
It depends
Lots.
on the gauge.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
guess it is.
size of the BBs, but he's a bird shot, so I mean, I would imagine like 70 or 60
Okay.
or so. I don't know. There's a lot.
I'm asking because I don't know.
It seems like there's a lot that comes out. I don't know. I mean, I can hit shit with it, so it's a lot of. It's a big spread,
Yeah.
and it depends on how far he is then too, because the spread gets
wider as you go farther out.
Yeah, yeah.
So be prepared, my friend, to fight for your right to carry $100 bills. And you know what? I look at that as something that someone has thrown out there.
Yeah.
And, isn't this a great idea, President Biden?
It's these idiots that don't carry cash. They don't understand.
Yeah. No one under 40, I'm going to say, carries cash, except for you.
Yeah.
But most of the people who are young carry cards or a phone that's linked to an account somewhere.
This fucking restaurant Nito Burrito, they don't take fucking cash no more.
Really?
Yeah, those cocksuckers. Which I don't even understand how that's legal. How is it legal? I thought it's our currency. You have to take it.
It's a legal tender.
I don't get it. What? They should shut them the fuck down.
Yeah, there's got to be a law or a rule or something that says.
Yeah, but no one enforces it.
No,
Yeah.
no. And if you know what, as a business owner, if I don't have cash on hand, I am less likely to be held up and broken into and robbed.
Yeah. Okay. For safety.
Sure.
Fuck them.
I'm
How about
just-
just catch the fucking criminals
I'm just-
and let us pay with our fucking currency?
I'm just being the devil's advocate here, okay?
That's their fucking thing. Yeah. They're like, oh, well, then the bodega guy won't get fucking shot for $300 in his drawer. Or you could just eliminate fucking criminals and let
I
us
was going to say,
fucking live.
catch the guys who are stealing and breaking into businesses instead of pulling me over for making an illegal U-turn, you know?
Yeah.
Well, they do catch them, but they just let them right back out.
They let them go.
Usually the same night.
But they have to catch you, Rich, and give you that ticket because you have money. You're going to pay that ticket. You're going to help pay for everything.
It's true.
You're there to fund them.
The honest people say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go catch someone who's worthwhile catching, for God's sake.
I fucking hate parking tickets. Oh, God. Fucking parking tickets. I've not paid a few, but I paid that one from Gettysburg, and I still want to go down there.
So sorry I told you to
fucking
do
burn
that.
down Gettysburg. Them cocksuckers.
Oh, my God.
And I'm still like wondering if I could have got away with just not paying it. You know?
You would for a while.
Well, they said because it's in Pennsylvania and I got a Pennsylvania license and blah, 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 they can go and then get my license suspended and stuff, even though they're just like a township, So I don't know. I don't know if it's all true. I think it was more fear tactics.
Yeah. So relate this to all the people on the Pennsylvania Turnpike who don't pay their tolls and have thousands and thousands of dollars of unpaid tolls. They just run the gate.
Yeah, they like the fucking gate in the subway.
I heard yeah.
I was like, fuck that.
I heard the number of how many unpaid tolls the Pennsylvania Turnpike has every year. It's in the millions.
Yeah, you're a sucker
tolls.
to pay it.
Yeah.
You are. That's like in New York City. Whenever, they don't prosecute for jumping the turnstile. So, what the fuck?
I don't know how they would. No, never mind. I don't know how they would enforce. They'd have to have police.
Well, someone's watching the cameras.
I guess that is true.
You fucking see the dude jump. You see him get on the train. You have the cop waiting at the next stop. But then you would give him a fine of $200 that you would never, ever see. Yeah, so they're just like, fuck it. We'll just get rich whenever he parks for 5 minutes longer in this spot. Because he has a car, so he must have some money.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
And by the way, if you don't
Predators.
Pay it in 10 days, the $20 parking ticket goes to $250.
Well, that's what happened to me. Because you were like, I want to pay it. Don't pay it. I want to pay it. It cost me another $100.
Well, I still got one in Boston that I haven't paid.
I got some in other states that I got one in New York and one in Maryland and I don't know, maybe Delaware, but I ain't fucking paying them. No,
they've never come to you for it. So
no,
and it may have to do with reciprocity between states. Blah blah blah.
Whenever I went to buy my truck, I pulled a trailer with my SUV. And then I put my SUV on the trailer and I drove my truck home pulling the SUV.
Yeah.
So the SUV was on the back and I took the license plate off and I put it on my truck because it was during COVID and like you couldn't get a fucking license plate because everyone was not open and they were scared. So I was like, well, fuck this. So I drove through the turnpikes, didn't pay anything because they couldn't see my license plate on my truck because there was a trailer
attached to it.
Yeah, there was a trailer there. And the trailer was a rental. So I was like, well, fuck it. Let's see what happens. And nothing ever happened. Because it's expensive whenever you got extra axles behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tag on a lot.
You could go through a toll gate and maybe have to pay like $75.
It's a lot more with 2 axles. Yeah. 2 extra axles. So I didn't pay nothing. I just fucking drove home.
And you're alive to tell about it. Yeah.
Fuck them. I'll send them $100 bills.
Yeah.
Oh, don't send cash in the mail. Can't trust that.
And they're probably going to stop printing 20s because they're the ones that are used by drug dealers.
Yeah, that's what you use to snort coke off of hookers' asses. We got to stop that. The only way to prevent it. No more 20s.
Huh.
You ever do coke off a hooker's ass?
And I've never done coke off of anyone's ass or any material or any surface.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you?
No.
Okay.
No, I never.
I didn't think so.
Drugs.
No, thanks anyway.
Not a druggie.
I would just as soon experience life at its own speed,
Yeah, just get drunk.
Yeah.
A legal.
That's the legal drug.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other fun
Yeah.
The other fun fact I found
Uh-huh.
was that there are more McDonald's locations in the United States than there are hospitals. That might even make some sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, totally.
There are 6,120 hospitals in the United States. Doesn't seem like enough, does it?
I don't know.
And there are 13,529. This is 2000.
6,100 hospitals?
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like enough.
Doesn't seem like enough.
We have a fucking lot in our area, don't we?
50 states. Do the math. It's like 100 hospitals per state, or 125, whatever it is.
It's fucking It doesn't matter. They don't do anything anyways.
No.
So take your money. I don't think I ever told what was going on with me, right? I got the CAT scan.
No, you haven't told me that.
I got the CAT
Now
scan.
we're talking about hospitals.
Yeah. Got the CAT scan. So like I said, our local place was $1,600 for the CAT scan.
Yep.
Drove to Gettysburg and got it for $400, I think
Yep.
it was.
Yeah, you said that.
And then they called me and they're like, well, first of all, I had the male doctor first. And then he's too busy to see me ever again. So it's this female that's not a doctor, but like a practitionist or something. I
Nurse
don't know.
practitioner.
Okay.
Yeah, or a physician's assistant.
She's like, it's like a doctor.
Yeah.
This is what the person said.
Probably a physician's assistant. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's seen me since. And she called me and was, well, first off, she had a secretary call me and say nothing's wrong. And then she called me back and she's like, did they explain everything? I was like, yeah. They said,
Nothing's
you
wrong.
said nothing's wrong with me. And she's like, yeah, I didn't see anything. But I'm going to suggest you go to physical therapy for groin something, or I got to like do stretches or something. For
Kegels.
I don't know. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because like that's what Dina said too. Dina said something about like stretching your body and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, I got cancer. I was like, I ain't fucking stretching like some fag doing yoga. So apparently she thinks her, and that's the other, I was like, why can't the man? I'd rather have the man look at my, check, maybe have checked this over twice. Because like I said, she was a little bitchy. I don't know about her.
Well, it might be fun if it was not a bitchy doctor,
She was hot. Yeah, she was
you
hot.
said that.
I showed the picture, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, she was. yeah, I made an appointment.
She had that hat on, and she was out in the wild doing whatever it was on her Facebook post or page.
Yeah. I should send her a friend request.
Yeah.
Since our date.
So what's really wrong?
Yeah. So nothing's wrong with me apparently. But you know what else I thought of? I was drinking a shit ton of that fucking seltzer water, Dad. And all those bubbles got to go somewhere.
I drink a lot of it. I've never had
Never had a pain?
no issues.
No? You burp
Should
a
be able to
lot?
burp all that out or
Yes.
fart it all
You burp
out.
a lot?
I
Well, maybe I don't burp enough. Maybe it's getting down in like my tract, my urinary, and it's bubbling up my
You
pee
got
veins.
effervescent piss.
Yeah. I pee into
You get
the
a bowl
butt.
full of foam when
Yeah.
you stop pissing.
Yeah. I pee in there and it just bubbles over. Whoa. Got to flush.
But do you know that McDonald's is not the largest fast food restaurant in the country? They don't.
Really?
As far as locations?
As far as the number of locations.
Yeah.
No. I definitely would think McDonald's is. Dad, what do you think it is?
I think it's Wendy's.
Subway? Really? You said Wendy's after the It's Subway, isn't it?
It is Subway. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And you know what? McDonald's is only third.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's Subway, then what?
Well, you want to guess?
Wendy's? No, I don't think.
They're down the list.
Burger King.
Yeah, Wendy's is not up there anymore.
No, not even Burger King. They're not even in the top 5.
Oh my God. Okay.
Chipotle.
Oh, that's
Not in
right.
the
We
top
got things
5.
like that. Oh, what's the Christian chicken place?
Not there.
Oh,
And that's not even in the top 10.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to think about the entire state or country, not just what we have around here.
Whole country. So it goes Subway, which is surprising to me.
Subway, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Nope. Not
You
in,
know,
not in the top 10.
There was a Subway up there in Potter County in that
Yeah.
little one street town.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think I've come up with the reason why the top 2 are the top 2.
Well, I mean, I guess subs make sense. They're cheap. And there's a lot in like gas stations too, and yeah,
Smaller locations that they can put almost anywhere.
it doesn't take any equipment.
So is it franchise?
It is a franchise.
Okay, because I would say Chinese.
Nope.
New Garden.
Would be
There's 10 million
Every
new
strip
gardens.
mall in
Yeah.
every town in every
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, Chinatown.
Number 2 is Starbucks.
Oh.
They serve food?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they serve like breakfast sandwiches and pastries and
Yeah.
they serve food.
I think of them just as coffee.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But McDonald's is number 3. Number 4, I didn't know it was this high, but it would be our famous donut place. Dunkin' Donuts is number 4.
Oh, yeah.
And again, smaller locations. You can stick it almost anywhere. In gas stations,
Not the first time you said that.
No, I know.
Small and you can stick it anywhere. So, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donut. Taco Bell was number 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, this is like not our fucking area, is it?
Well,
No. Burger King.
Burger
King was number 6. Pizza Hut was 7. Domino's was 8. Wendy's was 9, and Dairy Queen was 10.
Our Subway up in town, whenever we were in high school, my dad was in a band, and he played every weekend, Friday and Saturday nights, and my house was a party house. And we had all the chicks that came to party were working at Subway, because they were all hot chicks that get a job together, So they were all up there, and Justin would call, and he'd be like, "Hi, I want a 6-foot sub for 7 p.m. pickup or 8:30 p.m. pickup. I'm Italian, blah, blah, blah." And they're like, "Do you want extra dressing?" But he's like, "Yeah." and like extra everything. And then the person that ordered this 6-foot sub would never show up to pick it up.
So you go close to closing time and you get it for free.
Yeah. So we would order it for like 8:30 pickup. They wouldn't pick it up. And then the worker girls would get to take it.
Yeah, okay.
And then they would bring it right down over the hill to our house to the party. We did that all the time, so much that they stopped doing it without a prepay.
Yeah.
And then they were still doing it for 3-foot subs for free. So we started getting 3-foot subs. And then they stopped that too because of us.
Yeah.
We must have got hundreds of dollars of free subs.
That's my boy.
Probably like over 1,000, actually. Yeah. It was awesome. Those Italian 6-foot subs.
They're huge.
Oh, my God. It was good. They were really wide, too. That was great. Man,
and it's in a different roll, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Rather than just the regular foot long.
Yeah, no, the roll was like, it's like 8
inches wide.
8 inches wide, I think. Yeah, it was great. They had to slice it up in big sections. And then they give you all this Italian dressing in cups.
Yeah.
I mean, we had like a half a gallon of Italian dressing, and we just pour it over everything. It was great.
So Subway got smart and said, we can't make any money on 6-foot subs.
It wasn't Subway. It was the franchise owner. Which was like an Indian guy.
Yeah.
He was getting tired of this shit.
He owned a Subway, a 7-Eleven, and a Sunoco gas station.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Can't believe you said that, Rich. What's that called? Profiling much?
Profiling or just being stupid.
That's being Indian.
Yeah.
Indians got a wide range. They're either driving a fucking, well,
Uber.
it used to be a taxi, but now an Uber, like stinky and not clean and ignorant.
Because they're in the cab for 24 hours in a row.
Or they own like 3 franchises.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
And they have
super
no time
rich.
to go home and shower.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't say they're not all stinky rich. Okay.
Or they're calling you on the phone
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah,
all the time.
they're like either super rich or not. There's not many in between Indians.
If they're not super rich, how are they affording the franchise fees?
Well, not all of them. I'm saying in Indian, you're either going to be owning the place or making telephone calls.
Yes. Okay.
There's no middle guys. There's no like just okay doing Indians.
Or the guy saying, unplug it.
Yeah. Yeah, on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like that's like a low, stupid chain, the lowest of the low
It's
job. Anyone could do it. You have no training.
You don't
Anyone
need
could get
any.
that job.
Yeah. Because you have a computer in front of you. Troubleshooting.
Yeah, yeah. You get the list, and then
Yeah.
they say,
What
"Okay, hold on. I'll give you a specialist now." Okay, hi. I'm Rich Santella. I specialist. Have you unplugged it? Yes, I fucking unplugged it. I've unplugged it.
Did you wait 60 seconds?
Did you wait? You know, I was doing that the one time, and they transferred me to the next guy, and my mom, and I was like, yep, I turned it off. And my mom's like, they can see that you didn't turn it off. I was like, they don't fucking know that I didn't turn it off. I've turned it off like 10 times. That's not what the fucking problem is, Mom. Yeah. She thinks that they can see on the other end that I'm shutting off my computer or not. I was like, he's in fucking India. He doesn't know. But yeah, big range. They're either the worst shitty jobs or they're super rich.
They're making it, and they're here.
Like, you know, Americans are all over the place. You know, we're a lot in the middle, you know, like even like an engineer job. It's a good job, but you know, you're not,
you're working for the man.
Yeah. You're working for the man. Yeah. Not owning the business
Like us.
like the Indians.
Yeah.
They're either answering phones or they own
the phones.
they own a chain of hotels.
Yeah.
Huh. Wonder why that is.
So
I'm glad I'm American.
yeah. Do you remember maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, El Presidente Biden was coming through Pennsylvania, doing some campaign stops, and he stopped at this Sheetz market, the Sheetz store somewhere.
I saw this.
Did you saw where he stopped?
Well, no. So what I heard was he contacted Sheetz and said, "Hey, we want to do a stop and a photo shoot."
Yeah.
So it's like pre-planned. They don't.
Sure, of course.
You know, they're set up and ready for him to walk in with all the cameras and security. So that's what he wants to do. And Sheetz was like, "Yeah, that's okay."
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
Well, he did. He stopped at a Sheetz. I don't know where.
Oh, did he?
He did. He and his big limo, and he bought food for the workers and people, and then the next week, do you know what the government did? They slapped a discrimination suit on Sheetz.
Well, that's because Sheetz told them that they didn't want him to come.
No, it wasn't the reason.
Well, that's what I heard.
What I heard was that Sheetz uses background checks to screen their applicants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so the reason why they looked into it is because they were pissed at Sheetz because
okay.
Because Sheetz was like, "No, that's okay. You could go down to the Sunoco," you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Them motherfuckers, we're going there anyways," you know? So he went there, I guess, anyways.
And he went there anyways.
And then they looked into Sheetz to find out a reason to fucking fuck with him because Sheetz fucked with him.
Yeah, okay.
Sheetz was like, "Fuck Biden. We don't want him in our store." Because why else?
Why else, indeed?
Right. So they said no thanks. Biden went and did it anyways in the store, and then they put a lawsuit on Sheetz. Now, here's the thing. Use your fucking brain. Sheetz wants good employees that aren't going to steal from them and do a good job.
Exactly
and
right.
And they pay high.
They do pay a good starting wage.
They're like over $20 an hour, I think, now. So for a fucking gas station, that's why Sheetz is good, though, because they pay good people.
They screen they screen their applicants to make sure they're not getting the dregs, and the government has decided, apparently because they fucked with Biden.
Did you see the amount that fail the background check?
No.
It was like, I don't know. I think it's like 40-some% that failed the background check. Well, no, of the black people, it's like 40-some%. So obviously you're not going to have as many black employees if they can't pass the fucking background check. So whose fault is that?
Exactly right.
They should just, what are you getting in the fucking cooler? Get out of the, Jesus Christ, but you've been digging for 10 minutes.
So, Rich,
is there a fucking hole through the floor of that?
Would you stop?
Jesus Christ, get it out already.
Rich, what town was that? What Sheetz?
I don't remember. what town that
You
was.
said it was in PA, though.
It was.
I didn't see that.
They go in and Biden's like, "It's pretty white in here."
And are you woke? Are you hiring your share of
LGBT.
gays, lesbian, LGBTQ, ABCD, Goldfish Plus.
Sheetz knows what the fuck they're doing.
They do.
They're in like, I think they're in like the top privately owned companies in America for income, for profit. They're huge.
And they're in, I don't know what states they're in.
They're not even countrywide.
No, it's Pennsylvania, it's Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia. I forget where else, but it's in a pretty tight little region.
Yeah, for being so, I forget what the amount of millions they bring in a day. It's insane. So let them the fuck alone.
Yeah,
they know what the fuck they're doing.
They're doing business their way.
Yeah, the good way. With good employees that aren't fucking criminals.
And they won't
Aren't
quit
shitbags.
after a half hour.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And you know they have maybe even most fast food places, and I'm sure you've noticed it, but a lot of older people are working at these places.
Yeah.
I mean, 50s, 60s, even 70s.
Yeah.
Do you know that I think it's the Arby's there in Camp Hill. They had she had to have been 75
No shit.
working there, and she would greet people, and she'd be ringing the bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, good mood, happy.
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, not miserable. Like most of these young. The fucking Dunkin' Donuts in Newport.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
Their first day, they had two employees that didn't show up.
Yeah,
Brand new hires.
That's typical for Z's.
Yeah,
They either don't show up for an interview or don't show up for their first day of work.
they didn't show up for their first day of work. The grand opening of Dunkin' Donuts. It's insane. Why go through all the work to get the job and then just not show up?
They're still sleeping on the couch in the basement of their parents' house.
You know what? I don't even if they have their own place, it's a disease that they have caught, and they're dancing to their own drummer, and it's not a good beat.
So tonight we have podcast, and I was like, Dina, what are you going to do? And she's like, oh, I'm going to go over to Tori's house and hang out with Tori. So that's Tori's my baby mama of Addie, and Dina's my baby mama of Tawny, and they're hanging out together while we're doing podcast.
I think that's so wonderful that you can co-parent like that.
It's funny, isn't it?
If the rest of the country was like that, there'd be no problems.
I know.
Kids would be relatively well adjusted.
Everyone acts like I'm such a fucking retard, too. I got it all fucking figured out.
I think you do.
I fucking do. Look, that's proven fucking fact right there. My old girlfriend and my new girlfriend are hanging out together with my
the kids.
Yeah. And one of her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt that at one point, Dina may homeschool the little one.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Well,
Hers. But she is homeschooling Tori's daughter.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who knows?
God, we don't need another kid hanging around.
He's pretty cool, though,
He is, but I don't know.
for not being able to talk yet.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck. He is funny.
Is he like 3?
He is talking. He's 2.
Okay.
I think he's
All right.
2.
Yeah,
just
he
turned-
talks some, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But
But I think that's fabulous. I absolutely think it's fabulous.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good for everyone.
Everyone, and
Yeah.
especially the kids.
Yeah. Fucking women hold such grudges. That's the good thing about Tori. Tori's nice, you know? Because Tori could have been a total cunt whenever we broke up.
Yeah.
And her parents even like wanted her to be, you know, they were like, take her for child support. Don't let him see the kid, blah, 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 you know, like, oh yeah, that would fucking help anything.
That would work.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice for everyone?
Well, heck, they come over to your house at Christmas time and
I know.
drink beer and smoke cigars.
Yeah, I know. So fucking weird.
Yeah, I think it's fabulous.
Everyone just needs to get over their fucking self and think about their kids more, which they don't.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of women hold the kids ransom against
They do.
dads.
They do.
These dads that
They hold money and kids for ransom.
right, yeah, yep.
The worst thing you could ever see was some poor guy who's getting a divorce. He's taken to court, and he walks out of there with $200 a month in his pocket.
Yeah. Where's that song? That judge cut it down the middle, and he gave her the bigger half. She's like, he says something. Oh my God, that's such a good song. We got to listen to that after the podcast.
Can't remember what that is.
Yeah, he's like, she's up there with her diamonds and something, and I'm down here eating bologna. That's such a good song. I don't know. I think I'm doing it right. I should write a fucking co-parenting fucking book. Yeah, I know.
I think so. Co-parenting for the common man.
See, the problem
Except
is
you're not so common.
Yeah, well, the problem is the woman, I think, is more of the problem most of the time, unless it's just a shitbag dad that doesn't want anything to do with the kids.
Well,
anyways.
that's one thing.
Yeah, because a lot of them, like, I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's two sides of stories, but I've heard like, oh, he never wants to do anything with the kids, and then he's supposed to be here to pick them up, and he doesn't show up, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But that's from the woman's point, so I don't know.
Well, I'm afraid there's probably some truth behind all that.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is you do stuff with your kids.
All the fucking time. They're so fucking lucky.
Stay in a shed and watch cartoons.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a whole fucking house out there. I put the fuck.
So if you want any advice to co-parent, tugitpodcast@gmail.com. Right,
That's
Keith,
right.
and he'll tell you how to do it.
Right. We'll just call you. Write us at gmail.com, tugitpodcast@gmail.com, and then we'll call you.
Online.
The sessions,
Yeah, online, live.
The
Yeah.
sessions will be 1 hour, and it'll be $100 an hour.
No. It'll be free,
All right.
but it might sting.
Coming from you, it will sting.
Well, if you're a fucking piece of shit, I might tell you that. But good chance. I mean, this is Tug It, so we will take the man's side. And, we'll beat up on the woman as hard as we can. But
I'm surprised we have so many women listeners as we do.
I think it's hate listening. Women love to hate. They're haters. Hate. They're like, what a fucking asshole he is. Next podcast. You got to listen to these fucking dicks. Send it to my friends.
Yeah. We don't care so long as you listen.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah. I ran into something else this week. I got a shit ton of stuff today.
Okay, what? Is this a story or a personal experience?
It's not a story. It's not a personal experience, but it's something that
What the fuck could it be?
that it's almost like I never knew, but maybe should have known. I'm going to say the word. Sexsomnia.
Ew. I don't know about this.
Sexsomnia.
Never heard of it.
All right. You've heard of sleepwalking, sleep talking.
Oh, I might have this. If you're going there.
Yeah. It's something.
I wake up in the middle and I'm having sex. I'm like, whoa, how'd I get here?
Yeah. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah?
Except sometimes you don't wake up.
Oh.
You might be having sex with your partner. You might be masturbating. You might be. There's a dark side to this as well.
I bet you the women have the lot of not waking up. It's like slept right through it.
But there is a phenomenon called sexsomnia where it's a sleep thing. You're in some area of sleep called delta sleep, and you may never wake up, but you may be having sex with your partner. You may not wake up at all. And like I said, there's a darker side where you may force yourself upon a stranger or even a child.
Ew.
Yeah, there's a dark side to it. But it's out there, and it's
Well, if that happens, that's already in you.
well, it probably is.
Yeah, I mean, because like you went to sleep, and like, okay, I slept in the air mattress with my two daughters. I wasn't going to bed fucking horny, and there was no chance of me dreaming and filling up my kids.
It's not even in the dream state. It's some other state, and I'm getting this from
Fucking
articles.
pedophile.com.
Yeah,
It'd
probably.
be like, use this as an excuse. because now it's a medical thing. So
It's
we
a
can just
medical
say,
thing.
I can't help it. I have fuck acmia.
But there are people I've found who have to go to the hospital because they've masturbated and they've just rubbed themselves raw.
That happened to a kid that I know.
You told that
my
story.
kid's kid.
You told that story.
My buddy's kid. Yeah, he rubbed it raw. They thought there was something wrong with his pecker. He just fucking yanking it to him. Fucking got to get him a bottle of lotion. Yeah.
Like I said, it's not something I've experienced. And most of the time, the only way you know about it is because the person that you're doing it with or doing it beside tells you about it. Now, a lot of these people have sleep problems, like they need those CPAPs and things that they have problems sleeping.
Uh-oh.
But
We're going to have to talk to Jamie about this.
yeah, I wonder. He's not here to defend himself.
No. We'll just wait for this till he's here.
I'll bring it up again
I
when
got
he's
some
here.
things to say.
We'll table that until he's here.
Well, you know he's listening.
I know.
Jamie, come armed.
Don't come at all. Be here.
Arrive armed.
Arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arrive. He has arrived. Well, that's fucking weird. And I don't like that because people are going to fuck children and then try to use that as a medical excuse of why they fucked a kid and say, it's like it's like the fucking physicians are looking for excuses for freaks and pedophiles to do whatever they want to
make
do.
it legal. Or not legal, but
Excuses
excusable.
for 'em. Yeah. Oh, it's normal. Oh, it's normal. They can't help it.
It's a disease.
They can't help it. You know what Shane Gillis said? He said, if gay is being a choice, he's like, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I never saw a gay guy that has Down syndrome. That's all I'm saying. They love fucking titties, man. They're not born that way. Which is true.
Yeah.
So is it a choice? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never seen a retard that's like, I want to suck some dick. I really like dick. No, they love titties. Retards love titties too. Yeah. And Down syndrome people. And yeah.
I don't know that for personal experience, but
it feels like I used to see a lot more retarded people. And that's what we call them, retarded. What do you call them now? I don't know.
you call them
No, they don't say retarded.
No, they don't.
Well, Down syndrome's different than retarded
it is,
too.
for sure.
Yeah. I was in their class though in high school.
Yep.
No one has anything.
No, I don't.
No,
have
you don't know
anything
what
to-
they're called?
No.
Well, there is different terms.
Mentally
now.
impaired, maybe.
What the hell is it?
Indian.
Just about everyone.
That was rich.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you
now
know
it's-
that they're not Mid-Eastern.
now it's autism.
Autism, that's right. And that's like insane all of a sudden. There's a lot of kids that have autism.
Well, according to the Autism Society, 1 in 110 kids have autism.
Yeah, and that's in America, I assume,
I'm guessing.
because I'm sure they're not getting it out in the fucking jungles. And you know what? How about Amish? And they're fucking inbreeding, and
Yeah.
they still don't have it.
Yeah.
They have some guys with some droopy eyes and shit, but they're still there.
Well, some people say it has to do with the vaccination. There's a lot of kids that are completely normal. Then they get vaccinated.
Well, yeah, not COVID vaccine.
No.
Yeah.
No. What is it, Rich?
Well, the normal
dude.
chicken pox, measles, mumps, rubella,
Yeah, it's not one.
all that shit.
Yeah, they want to, like, Tawny went and they like had like 8 vaccines they wanted to give her.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's look at these. You know what's on the rise? Measles, I think it is, in America.
Yes.
Measles is back.
Yes.
Which was totally eliminated.
And there might be a reason for that because a lot of parents decided not to get their kids vaccinated.
Well, that too, okay.
And-
but it just doesn't come from that's what they keep saying. They're like, oh, these anti-vaxxers, these mothers that are think they could do their own research. Okay, well, if it was eliminated, does it just appear? No.
So obviously it wasn't eliminated.
Maybe it came from some migrants that had measles
Who
that
had
came across the fucking border. Yeah, hello, maybe.
It's a virus.
It came from somewhere,
By
right?
the way.
Why don't we look on how it got back into America
Right.
instead of just blaming the people that are vaccinating your children for something that doesn't exist in America?
Do you know what? I've had all those vaccinations, and until I found out what the pharmaceutical companies put in those vaccines, I was all for it. And then when I found out, I said, I'm not getting another shot of a vaccine or anything. Like, for example, I probably, because I've had measles, and I probably should have had.
Wait, you had the measles?
No, I had the vaccine.
Yeah.
And I guess at one point I had measles when I was a child.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Ew. Yuck.
I would have to ask one of my parents, but I'm afraid they're both dead.
A lot of people had that, though, right? That measles was more common.
It's actually a childhood disease that most parents want their kids to get, because once you get it once, you don't get it back. But the fact of the matter is that virus is still within you and living, and it may pop up at any time. That's what shingles comes from.
That's what herpes is.
It's right. It's HPV. It's a herpes virus. I forget what the P is, but it's a virus, and by all rights,
kinds of shit living in
every doctor that I've ever seen said, "Oh, you're 113. You probably should have the shingles vaccine in case you don't want to get it." And I'm saying, I now know what you put in those vaccines. It's formaldehyde and placentas and all kinds of shit, that aluminum, and I don't. If I get shingles, I'll get it, I'll suffer with it, and I'll go on.
So you're an anti-vaxxer now.
I am. I'm not taking any more shots for anything anymore. I don't get the flu shot ever.
Yeah.
Never gotten a flu shot. And I've gotten the flu maybe twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know. And that's okay. I'll be down for a couple days, and I'll take Advil, and I'll go to bed, and I'll sweat like hell, and I'll freeze like hell. And in 2 or 3 days, it'll be over.
Yeah.
And my immune system will do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. The year Dina was pregnant and they made her, well, they guilted her, mom guilted her into, not her mom, mom guilted her into being a good mom and making her get this vaccine for the flu.
Yeah.
And that fucking year, dude, she was sick like 3 months. Mm-hmm. It was crazy. She was just sick nonstop.
It's a live virus.
She was sick nonstop.
Yeah.
So cold.
I just don't want any of it. I'll live or die by that decision.
Yeah, what we need is like more like tarot card readers and things like that. Those people are fucking real. They know what's up.
They know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the king with the 2 swords. Like, fuck, not the 2 swords. Tell me it ain't so. Oh, the queen with the fan. Yes. What's going to happen?
Know nothing about tarot. Anita's big on that. Not big on it, but she's
pretty touchy with those cards. She was real worried whenever I was touching them. She thought I was going to fuck them up, and like, respect the cards. I was like, I'm fucking holding them. What? Chill out.
Yeah, we were in
I'm
our
not doing anything.
In our kitchen. Everyone drew something, and I think Dina was doing the reading that night.
Yeah. I was like, this is so stupid. They believe that shit. They really believe that shit.
Yeah. Well, the universe holds something for all of us, but I don't know that it's in the cards.
The universe is something that can magically fucking change the cards that I just shuffled.
I'm saying I don't know that it's in the cards, but the universe has a track for us all, and you can change that track by the decisions you make.
Now, okay. But universe, you fill that in with God, and that's the same thing then, right?
Yeah. Okay. You can.
Some people would.
Yeah. God, Allah, whatever your supreme being is. But yeah, I think
did you say Allah?
Whatever your God is, whatever your supreme being is.
Ugh.
I don't want to cast aspersions.
Speaking of Allah, did you see all those protests on the fucking campuses?
Oh my God.
for Gaza.
For the Palestine.
Did you see all the dead people that the fucking Hamas came in and shot
on October 7th?
Yeah,
like thousands of them, babies. There were a lot.
Well, I saw at that rock show, at that concert.
Uh,
all the Jewish people were at a concert, and those fucking Hamas people flew in with little gliders and shit, and then they just shot them all. That's where it started.
Yeah.
Am I making this up? What?
You're talking about in Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's the first day that they attacked.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, there's videos of it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like every fucking retard at this campus didn't see these videos. Like, it's like young people like them just fucking shot, dead, hiding everywhere. They're like, they were hiding, and they just, like, there's like this little bathroom like thing, and like 10 of them were hiding in there, all fucking shot, killed on top of each other.
So, yeah.
So what the fuck are they protesting?
You know what? I will bet
you need to wipe them off the face of the earth. Those people that would do that.
They don't watch what you do, though.
That's what I'm saying. They must not see this.
They'll never see it on CNN.
Yeah. If you do a little research on X, and that's what's good about X, you can watch these videos.
Like it or not.
Well, no, it's terrible, but you have to see what's really happening. You have to see real terror.
Mm-hmm. They only believe what they're told.
Dude, it's fucking bad. They're fucking terrible people.
You know, I heard a clip on one of the Talking Heads shows that they were interviewing a bunch of these college kids saying, you know, what is it that you're protesting? And they go, well, I really don't know.
Yeah, I saw a bunch, and they want to even talk. They're like, we have a media person, go talk to her. Go talk to her. So all you fucking idiots don't have a voice? You're all just standing there?
Why are you taking over university buildings to protest something that you really don't know why you're protesting?
Fucking losers, that's why.
And then I heard that there was a group that says, well, we don't want to be prosecuted for this. We want immunity from all of this, and we want our college tuition paid.
Fucking retards. Jesus Christ. You know what? The good thing is, if they get what they want, they'll all be fucking beheaded. So, and then we don't have to deal with them. I would be in that lineup, fucking chained up, saying, "You happy? Your head's about to get fucking chopped off. This is what you wanted. This is what you fucking wanted. Cut their head off first. I want to watch." Fucking idiots.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say.
It's
I don't
bizarre,
understand
isn't it? So bizarre.
Now you got Texas and Florida that are just putting a dead stop to it all.
I know.
Dead stop to it all. Columbia University in New York, they're still struggling with it.
Well, they sent in the police though the one time.
One time they won't bring them back.
And then
though.
they said they won't do it again. Yeah, they got their pee-pee slapped by someone.
The emperor of Columbia University, whatever you call the head guy at Columbia, he said, well. He finally came out and said, we are not going to turn our backs on Israel. And they got a campus full of people saying,
good.
Free Palestine, free Palestine.
Fuck Palestine.
And they've taken over buildings.
Palestine
campuses.
It doesn't seem like a good place at all.
Palestine?
Yeah.
No.
Like, again, you watch these videos, they took like 81 of these kids from that show as prisoners, okay? And like this one girl, they're pulling her out of the back of the Jeep, and like she's bloody in the crotch and shit because it's like soaking through her sweatpants and shit. And the whole fucking town, like Newport, is all surrounded, and they're all cheering. They're all fucking happy about it. There's no one in the back like, I don't know about this. They're all fucking animals. Fuck them.
At least there's enough animals. I'd
Maybe
say
we could get with
animals.
We could get with PPG and make that whole place a big sheet of glass.
We could. There's a world shortage of sand, so let's end that.
It's
shortage.
all sand, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's mostly desert.
Fuck them. Fucking idiots. Oh well. All right. Let's go. We've been talking for a while.
We have been.
Anything else?
I got some stuff we can carry over.
All right. Next week,
Later.
fuckers. And later, fucker, Jamie.